Hi, folks. So, if you're worried about layoffs right now, trust me, you're not worried. You are reading the room correctly. And the last 2 years, hundreds of thousands of people around the world have lost their jobs. Tech companies, startup, even the stable corporates, and nobody's untouched. In India, too, we are seeing silent downsizing, restructuring, and AI replacing tasks faster than most people expected. And if you have been feeling insecure about your job or scared you might be the next, I want you to hear this very clearly. This is not your failure. This is the market shifting. This is technology evolving. This is the economy tightening. But this is not the end of your career because losing a job or the fear of losing one does not take away your skills, your experience, your value, your potential, or your future. It only takes away the place where you used those things. And sometimes life pulls us out of places we were too afraid to leave on our own. So, in the full video on YouTube, I'm breaking down exactly what's happening globally and in India, and more importantly, what you should do in the next 30 days, the next 90 days, and how to rebuild stronger than before. So, if you're scared, if you're confused, if you feel lost, don't scroll. Watch the full video. It might just be the reset you need, actually. So today's video is important, not just for you, not just for me, but for millions of people right now who feel insecure about their jobs, about layoffs, restructuring, automation, AI replacing roles, and hiring freezes. And you have seen the headlines, you have heard the rumors cutting across the length and breadth of the place where we are. Maybe you have experienced the shock yourself, or maybe you are waiting every day for that one email you hope never arrives. So I want to remove one thing from your life starting today, and that's shame. Losing a job is not a failure, it's an event, it's a moment, and it can happen to anyone, even the most talented people. But what you do next, that is what defines your future. So, in this video, let us break it into three parts. What the part number one is what is actually happening globally and in India. What you should do in the first 30 days after a job loss, and how to rebuild your career stronger in the next 90 days. And I promise, by end of this video, you won't feel lost anymore, and you will feel more prepared than ever. So let's drill it down to a space where we're going to discuss the part one. Now, what's really happening? Now, let us start with the big picture because that is larger than any individual company we are looking at or experiencing. We are seeing massive layoffs in technologies, media companies cutting, startups shutting down quietly. Artificial intelligence, AI, is reducing the need for a repetitive role. Companies focusing on profitability over growth. And this is not a small deal. This is a global shifting phenomenon. Some industries are sinking, some are exploding. But one thing is very clear: traditional job security is gone. Now, in India, the picture is although very similar, and we also can resonate. Silent layoffs are already there in the process in corporates in large enterprises. There is a prominent hiring freeze in a lot of IT companies and enterprises. The startups are reducing, the burns. Youth unemployment rising. Skills changing faster than companies can adapt. But listen carefully. This does not mean opportunities are gone. It means the type of opportunities is changing. Its shape, its form, its implementation. And rules that existed 5 years ago are dying today. And rules that will make people rich in next 5 years don't even exist. So if you are confused or scared, you're not alone. You are just living through a major economic shift. So now let's move on to our part number two, which is Here, what we're going to discuss or unwind is what to do in the first 30 days. And let's get practical. If you have lost your job or think you might soon, or or you are expecting some shake-up, here's the 30-day action plan. First and foremost, don't panic and don't jump into any desperate job attempts on applications on LinkedIn. And please don't blame yourself, right? Your only job in the first 3 days is accept the situation as it is. Let us uh, do some shock settle, okay? And tell only the people you trust so that you have that support system working for you. Get your emotions under control for some time. Uh, I think then write down your essentials, which is, let's say, your rent, your EMIs, your groceries, bills, your internet expenses, your family expenses, and check on your savings, your PPF, your last salary, or any severance which you may be expected, or any pending bonuses which you are expecting to receive from your existing or current employer, but only temporary expense. Don't go into survival mode, right? Go into a strategy mode. And that always is very exuberating. Now, try to activate your network, right? This is the most important part. And you can have you can use chat GPTs or Google Gemini's to have quick messaging in terms of, hey, I have wrapped up my role at blah, 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 and I'm exploring opportunities in this particular domain, industry, function. And if you hear of anything, please keep me in mind on my role, and you can share, and you can send it on to your ex-managers with whom you have worked, ex-colleagues with whom you have worked, your clients, or few top recruiters you know, or they are there, your connections, networking, and you can also share with friends in the same industry. And at no time, this is begging, right? This is how most people get their next job, right? Very quietly through networks, and this is 100% very workable, right? So your goal is not to find the perfect job immediately. Your goal is to keep conversations happening, right? That's now from here. The next uh, step would be how to rebuild stronger, right? And okay, now let's talk about growth. And because once the emotional part settles, once the panic settles, there's something powerful waiting for you, right? And a chance to reinvent and see on this part. I think what is important is that you identify your transferable skills, right? Where you're going to ask yourself, what skills do I have that any company would pay for? Right? It could be, let's say, examples of problem solving, or in which you are very good at. You are good in communications, or you are very good in team leadership. You are great in data handling and statistics analysis. You are great in tools, which you know, maybe some artificial intelligence tools. You are great in some processes which you understand. So these are your valuables in your industry which you can leverage. So this is one. Then uh, plan to upskill in one in-demand area, right? And not 10, not five, just one, right? And be very clear. Identify that niche. And today's high demand skills, include AI tools or data analytics. It could be cloud, it could be cybersecurity, product management. There are a few relatable to UI, UX, digital marketing for that matter is also expanding at a much rapid pace than it used to be, in the past. Sales systems, automation tools. There are so many, and out of these, some thrown is skills, and you can figure out few more. Pick one and give that skill, 60 to 90 days, and you will be ahead of 90% of the job seekers, right? Especially in that particular niche. Okay. Now, from here, start building proofs, not just certificates, right? Companies don't care about what you claim. They care about what you can show on any testimonial. So from here, what you can plan is build a portfolio of yours, right? Uh, Make 2 to 3 small projects, write on LinkedIn, share your learning journey, create something which is more real, maybe proof beats degrees, right? And proofs are testimonials, right? So it's not about your degrees or certificates or any others. Uh, it is from the horse's mouth, right? So proof beats degrees, fears, and gets you on it. So it's really important. And from here, consider freelancing or contract work. I mean, this is not a downgrade, this is a bridge. I mean, it keeps the money flowing and builds experience, and you can apply it very strategically, right? Don't must apply to one company. Apply to a 20 with tailored value and send a 30-second Loom video, or send a small project, or send some ideas, or I mean, something which keeps you at a pedestal, right? Where you can stand out. Okay. And before I end this, I want to speak directly to the person watching this who feels defeated, right? And listen to me very carefully. A job loss is not a life loss. Okay, it is a reset. It is rediscovering yourself. A painful reset, although, but sometimes the most powerful phase of your life begins here. You did not lose your talent. You did not lose your value. You did not lose your experience. And you definitely did not lose your future. You are just between chapters or lessons, and the next chapter is yours to write. If this video helped you, or someone you love is going through a job loss, share this with them. Drop a like in the comments. And if you are choosing hope over fear today, you are not alone. And your story is nowhere near over. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.